Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening in. Today, I want to talk about something that I personally have as a quirk, and I have been reading is a quirk with many people who have ADHD, which is that ability to see details that could go awry, see scenarios that could be coming down the pipe that could create a lot of havoc for an event, for whoever, And I share this because I have noticed this with myself, because I have ADHD, that when I look out to what's going on when I'm at work or a part of the preparation towards an event or the day of the event, or if I'm just looking at the news or I'm reading different writers who I think have good observations about what's happening right now. What I see and notice is that there's this constant urgency to alert people that something's about to happen. You know, that whole scenario from Ghost where she says, Molly, you in danger, girl. There's a part of me that just want to say, okay, we're in danger now. They're in danger. You're in danger. And it's a thing that shows up for me. And it's why I post sometimes what I do in social media. But it's also something that ties to something I've read recently, and I can't even remember the author's name. I'll put it in the comment in the description below when I remember his name. But he wrote about how this particular way of looking at the world is something that many ADHD brains have, and it has something to do with the hunter-gatherer mindset that may have existed eons ago when we were trying to gather food in the woods and had to be alert to danger because there was always a potential danger from an animal or another tribe or something like that. And it kind of harkens back to that. And we have that kind of brain now. It takes on a whole nother new flavor. And so what do you do about that? What do you do about that part of your brain that constantly experiences or wants to tell people, hey, if we do it this way, this, and this is going to go wrong. If we don't do this part right here, the day of the event, at least half the people who attend are not going to be happy. So what do I do with that? Other than diplomatically learn how to convey this information when I feel like I need it. It's on me to really actually say it, if people really want the input. Well, what do I do about the stress of constantly seeing things that are coming, that could harm people, that could create chaos or just more hurt for people? What do I do with that stress of knowing about that? And what I do as a part of my practice is to go within and often step back, get the bigger picture. And for me, the bigger picture is this is a human evolutionary moment. And as soon as I remember that, if I can remind myself of that, I get in sync with that concept, that takes the edge of takes off some of the edge of the anxiety that I may feel about what I'm seeing and what I'm sensing. Also, if I go deeper into the process and I step back, I see the bigger picture. And then I also go into my practice of paying attention to the body, access that somatic perspective of looking within. And then I take that to the next level and get with my own energy body, my own energetics, and see what's going on there. And a lot of times it's about accessing, okay, is what I'm sensing true in this moment? And if it isn't, then can I breathe? Can I bring myself back to my present moment? And can I be okay with what I can do about this and what I cannot do about this? And the next layer is to understand, as I believe, that each person has their own journey in how they're going to affect this moment and what they're going to experience in this moment. So I can energetically try to send up ripples of love, of calm, of a deep trust in source, and what that means as I see it, which is that we're, in the physics of all that there is, we're all interconnected in a way that is far beyond, or it's spiritual as well as science. And so as I do these different layers of lessening my anxiety and how I want to take care of myself about this stuff, because it does cause me stress sometimes, I share this because going within means, especially with a practice, accessing your inner wisdom. And when we access our inner wisdom, it helps us put all these things in perspective. And it also teaches us, when we go within like this and access our energetics and connect in and flow and move energy, then we start to realize that there are things that we can change and there are things that we cannot. And that's a hard one to swallow, especially if it's about people you care about, especially if it's about your own concern for your fellow man. And just if it's about the fact that you want to live in a world where we take care of one another and we try not to cause harm to others, and we try to keep others safe if it's in our parameters to do so. But the crux of this video is really to share that there is a way. There is not a way, I don't think, to cut off that part of you that just wants to go danger, danger, Will Robinson, because there's a lot going on right now. But there is a way to manage how you react to what you're seeing. It's not about fully detaching as if it's not happening. It's about, like I said earlier, perspective. It's about understanding what you can affect and what you cannot. And it's also about really trusting and knowing that that part of you that is able to engage with your energy body, work with your own energetics, tap into source on the regular, that in the act of doing so, you are making ripples. And sometimes we can't even fathom what those ripples end up being. You know, you could change one person one day who ends up changing a whole lot of people the next day. It's a big, big net of possibilities. And so if you're feeling stressed because you're wondering why people can't see this or people are not hearing the gravity of this moment that we're in, know that there is a bigger picture. You can go within. There are practices that you can do that can help you get that perspective and hone your ability to do what you can if your warnings don't have the impact that you want. So I see lots of people share on social media, well, what can I do? What can I do? You can go within, engage with your energetics, and be the one in the room, the one in a gathering that says or pulses out something that could shift things. Even if it just calms one person, even if one person that you're around finds out they're not alone, even if another person finds solutions in what you can offer that helps them feel better about the now and their potential future. So, something to think about. Anyway, thank you for popping in. Please hit the like button and consider subscribing, and take good care of yourself.